Hello students, welcome to our class. So in the last lectures we see our second topic for the standard 6 and subject is general science. So here we see our in last lecture we start our third topic, that is a diversity in living things and their classification. So we complete up to the point, that is the classification of plant depending upon or according to the life cycle. Okay, so here we continue this point. So here what happened, how can we classify these plants? That is, here we consider their life cycle. I again repeat all this. If we see the example of sunflower, sunflower is also an annual plant. Why we call this is the annual plant? Because annual plants complete their life cycle in a 1 year. Okay, if we see the life cycle of sunflower, see, if we take a seeds for growing in the ground, these are the seeds of sunflower. Okay, we grow these seeds in the soil, then after some days the shoot and leaves grows from the seed like this. Okay, as like this these seeds develop into the shoots and leaves. After developing these shoots and leaves, they grow at a height and become a plant, and after become a plant there is a bird will be seen on that plant. That is, the bird grow at the top of the plant. At which places bird is grow? It is grow at the top of that plant. So here in next step what happen, this bird grow into the flower, means this bird develop or this bird make a flower as like this. This is a sunflower. Okay, in this form, for being a flower, this sunflower seeds take a whole year, that is 1 year. So after complete development of this flower, it bears a seed inside it. So inside it bears such type of seeds. So here the life cycle of this plant will get complete after 1 year, and after getting such seeds, this plant will be root up, and then we collected the seeds from such flowers. So in that way we see the life cycle of this sunflower. It required how much period for completing this cycle? It required whole 1 year. So okay, so due to this we can say that this sunflower is a annual plant. Okay, so here also we see the another examples for the annual plant like a jawar, pea plant. In this way these plants also grow as a life cycle of this sunflower. Okay, if we see, this is the life cycle of sunflower. The seeds of jawar and pea plant also grow in that way, and it also take a whole 1 year for complete its life cycle for appearing seeds on its plant. So here we see first type, that is the annual plants, by seeing these images. And then we see the another type, that is the biennial plants. Here what is the biennial plants? Biennial plants are the plants which requires how much time? That is the 2 years to complete its life cycle. So if we see the example of carrot plant, okay, if we sow the seeds of this carrot, then there is also developing of the shoot and root system. That is, leaves are also appeared on these seeds. That is the part which grow inside the soil and the part which grow above the soil. These parts also develop for these seeds, and after developing this part, this root of this carrot grows as a fruit. It is a food part of the carrot. Okay, the carrot we eat as a vegetable. These are nothing but the root of that plant. Okay, so food of that plant is stored in the form of this carrot, that is the root form. And also above the earth surface it develops leaves like this. Okay, there are leaves also develop on this plant, and in last, after developing her whole complete the food in the mature form of this carrot, it gets root up, and we get the carrot as a vegetable. Okay, so in that way the life cycle of this carrot will be takes place. And for this life cycle it required, means to be this carrot plant, it required how much period? It required 2 years. So this is the biennial plant. We see the another examples for the biennial plant, that is the beetroot plant, cabbage plant. These plants also required how much year to complete its life cycle? That is the 2 year. Okay, so here we see the second type of plant, that is the biennial plants. So we continue the next plant, that is the perennial plant. What is the perennial plant? The perennial plant lives more than 2 years. Means we see some of the trees and some shrubs which lives more than the 2 years. So all of the shrubs and trees are called as the perennial plants. Here we see the example. Which is the example? That is mango tree and gulmohar tree. So these plants have a life cycle of more than 2 years. What is the life cycle of mango tree? It is the up to 300 years. And what is the life cycle of this gulmohar tree? It is a 20 to 25 years. So such trees and plants, shrubs, these have such type of period of the life cycle. So these are included in the third type, that is the perennial plants. You also find out the another examples for such perennial plants, that is the banyan tree, then also ashoka tree. That is the trees, mostly trees are included in that type of the plants. Okay, also some shrubs, these are also included in this type, that is the perennial plant. So here we move our next point. What is the next point? That is the we see the next classification of plant, that is depending upon the flowers. That is some plants have a flower on it and some plants doesn't have flower on its body. So here onto this classification, these are also classified, that is the flowering plant and non-flowering plant. We see one by one. That is the according to nature of flowering or non-flowering, these are classified into two types, that is the bearing flowers and never bear flowers. Here you see also the pictures of these trees, that is the rose and also this another tree which doesn't bear a flower. So what is the flowering plant and non-flowering plant? So plants that bear a flower are called flowering plant. Okay, here we see the example which are the flowering plant, that is the jasmine, marigold. You also find out the another plants which bear a flower. Most of the plants bear a flower, but some of them, only few plants, it doesn't have a flower, that is these are called non-flowering plants. If we see the definition, which are the non-flowering plant? The plants that never bear a flowers are called non-flowering plants. Which are the examples? That is the moss and fern. These are the plants which doesn't bear any type of flower. So here we see the next classification of plant, that is depending upon the nature of flower, that is either it is present or absent of the flower on that plant. So here we see the classification of plant depending upon the flower. Here we see something more, that is here for our general knowledge we see which is the world largest flower and which is the world smallest flower. So here if we see these images, the Rafflesia arnoldi, this is the flower which is having largest size. What is the size? That is the diameter. This flower have a diameter of 1 meter. So it is the world largest flower. What is the name of this flower? It is the Rafflesia arnoldi. And second, which is having smallest size, that is smallest flower, Wolffia or duckweed. What is the diameter for this? It is the 0.5 millimeter. So it is for your general knowledge. Okay, only remember this, it is not asked for the exam, so it is for your general knowledge. Keep it in your mind, that is which is the largest flower and which is the smallest flower. This largest flower found in Indonesia. Okay, and these duckweeds or Wolffia, these having the diameter 0.5 millimeter, it is the very it is the world's smallest flower. Okay, so it is for your general knowledge. Then we see the next point, that is the next classification of plant,